Guys, let me tell you what my day looks like. And I'm going to tell you how busy I was today. I'm going to tell you how busy old Chael was. And I know before I say it, that's going to be so off-putting. Nobody wants to have to hear from somebody else how busy somebody else is. I get it, but it's relevant to my story, so just hear me out. Okay. So I got up this morning, and Ariel and I had some stuff to do for Sports Center. And so, okay, we get this done, and I had just a little bit of downtime, which constituted as some family time. I'm out the door by 8:30, a little closer to 8 o'clock. But I had already done some obligations, all right? I had already done several things. Okay. I leave, I come over here to the studio. I got asked by Eddie Fry to help him with a show, and he's doing like a breakdown thing on Zoom, and so we were part of that. I then had some Zoom meetings. Do you guys even know what Zoom is? Zoom's kind of like, think of Skype. It's kind of like that, but it's overtaking Skype. And whatever the difference in their business models, I really don't know. I just see that the world is using more Zoom. So if I throw the word Zoom at you, just accept the story. So I got some meetings, and we're doing them by Zoom. We're doing them virtually instead of conference calls. I get done with that. Hans and I have to take care of something. So I go out to my truck, which I use as an office. I plug the phone in, and it comes to the Bluetooth, and Hans and I are on a phone call for about an hour, but we have to connect other people. There's a few moving parts, but we're busy. I run in from that, and I got to do Landsberg show. Michael Landsberg lines this up, so I'm going to do his show. Now, he's very good at letting you know when he needs you and how long he needs you for. And so he was very specific. He's going to need me for 30 minutes. Okay, great. That's wonderful. Now I can schedule something 30 minutes after that. Well, I have my own podcast to do, and I have YouTube videos to submit. I got a full day. Okay, and by the way, I got to get home at some point. I got a wife and kids. I mean, it's just one of those things. One of those things. But I need you to know how busy I am to appreciate the story. So I come in to do Landsberg show. Now, Landsberg, for reasons unknown, wants me to do a sound check. Okay? Now, in the world of creating content and putting it out, the sound check is when your guest comes on. If your guest is a professional person that does a lot of these, and you happen to know the guest for 10 years and know that he does a lot of these, you know he's going to have sound. There's only two pieces to this job: sound and visual. This isn't rocket science. Okay. So I got to do a sound check. So my buddy Vincent is down here helping me with everything. He does the sound check. And then I get called, "Hey, Chael, come on in." That also sounded arrogant. Didn't mean for it to, but that's the way that happened. I was in the other room, and I was doing some phone calls and catching up on some emails, some stuff I had to do. So I come in from the sound check. Sound check's already done. Landsberg's on. He's got another guest on. And we're doing a three-way. And the show is kind of headed nowhere. Like, and we're just talking about what we're doing and in these weird times, which I've been in a few of those conversations, as I'm sure you guys have. But you catch up on what movies you've watched, what TV shows. Hey, don't watch this one. And that's kind of how these conversations go. So we do this for 25 minutes. He then tells me that he has a call he needs to take. And the call that he takes, because of the Zoom technology, comes over the audio for everybody. And I hear he's on the phone with like one of his tech guys that's helping him connect to some stuff that he needed to do. So he comes back from that and then goes, "All right, Chael, here's what we'll do. We'll do a split screen with you and I. You and I will reminisce for a while. And then we're going to bring in the doctor over here, and the three of us, and we'll get out. It's going to take about 35 minutes. I go, "Landsberg, what? This isn't the show? This 20 minutes that we just did is not the show?" And he goes, "No." I said, "Man, call me when we start the show." And he goes, "Well, no, just hang out. I'm going to get a few things done." "You're going to get a few things done?" Well, that's a very condescending statement. The mere fact that you thought I had 20 minutes to I don't have 20 minutes to kill. I am not 20-minute to kill guy. There is nothing in this world that you will give me that I want less than a day off, which is why I don't have them. So no, this isn't the show. Landsberg, that's the show. You have 20 minutes of content on Zoom, recorded, good audio. That's the show. No. And he's all relaxed. He's not even apologizing. He's not even like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. I should have told you. No, I was just catching up with you. I miss you." Anything like that. No, he doesn't tell me anything. Nah, hang out. It'll be good. We'll do about 30 minutes. Do 30 minutes. We just did 20 minutes. By the way, the piece that I'm doing right now, the rant I'm doing right now, is part of what I had to do after this 30-minute show. Did you guys ever see the Seinfeld with Banya? Banya gives Jerry a suit. And Jerry doesn't want to take the suit. But Banya's like, no, it's a great suit. It'll fit you. You're going to look great. And I want you to have the suit. So Jerry now has to take the suit. So after Jerry takes the suit that he was reluctant to take in the first place, Banya says, yeah, you'll buy me a meal sometime. So Jerry's like, oh, God, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Okay, great. Meet me at the cafe tomorrow at noon. They go down there. Banya looks at the menu for a while. And Banya and Jerry don't get along. So this is somewhere that Jerry wants to be. Now, that is different with me and Landsberg. We do get along, and I was looking forward to catching up with him, which is what I thought we did, which is what I thought was the show. Banya looks at the menu a while, and Banya says, I'll just take the soup. Hands the menu to the waitress, looks back at Jerry and says, yeah, I'm not that hungry. We'll do a meal another time. And Jerry's like, no, Banya. This is the meal. And Banya says, how can you say it's a meal? I'm ordering soup. Soup is not a meal. And Jerry's like, no, you have the right. You can order whatever you want. I'm picking up the tab, but this is the meal. He's talking about the time. It's a time issue. Landsberg brings me on a 30-minute show, has me on for 22 minutes, and then tells me we haven't started the show.